Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going? And welcome to the Bod Podcast with Andy Nemeth.
And Ben King.
Hey, Ben, what's going on?
What's going on, buddy?
Start the show with a good, solid high five.
Absolutely. We had to put a table in between us this week because the topics are going to be hot.
It's going to be heated.
Heated debate tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to come across, or maybe we'll just...
Flip the table?
Flip the table. That would be a real good ending to a great podcast.
It would be, except for those heavy mugs would probably both land in my lap, and I wouldn't like that.
They are. I mean, I still can't. I had Drew watch the podcast the other day, and that was his first comment, was why are the mugs so heavy?
Why are the mugs 20 pounds? Did you tell him because you can fit 3 beers in there and not have to go for refills?
I did. Okay. And that is a huge benefit, by the way.
That is a huge benefit.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Well, thank you, everybody, for showing up tonight. Third installment of Bod Podcast.
Yep.
Please pardon us while we both take a drink at the same time. In awkward silence for everybody else.
I have delicious 30-pack of Bud Light.
Do you? I am drinking, actually, the After Party Pale Ale.
Oh, wow.
Because here comes trouble.
Yeah, see, I have this classy can. That was $17 for 30 of them.
That's nice.
At Costco.
Good work.
Yeah, real classy. It's not as good as my Stiegler from last week.
I wouldn't go classy. I'd go with thrifty.
Very thrifty.
Thrifty drinker. You're a thrifty drinker.
I don't disagree with that. Well, when you have people over and they start drinking your expensive beer, I think I said that before. Yeah. Like, that's why we went with it. So
I understand. I need to quit leaving my expensive beer in your fridge.
Yeah, well, I didn't drink any of it. Although I did move it for Powerades in the door.
Yeah, your 68-cent Powerade.
Well, you have to get Powerade. I mean, it's kind of a staple.
It's a necessity.
Hey, and one thing we don't have on the agenda for tonight, but I had to mention, I've started watching soccer or football, whatever it is. It's freaking amazing.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's a reason why that's not on the agenda.
Uh-oh. Your wife let the dogs in.
Oh, I knew I didn't.
That's a real problem. Damn it. Someday we're going to actually have a studio.
Stop broadcasting from the basement?
Maybe. I mean, you would never know this is a really sweet basement.
When we become a bigger deal, we will have a studio.
And we need your help.
Yes, more viewers, more
comments, suggestions, viewers, share. Let your friends, grandma, parents, whoever know that they need to watch the Bod Podcast.
Absolutely. That'd be a fantastic idea.
Yes.
So, a couple topics.
We do have topics tonight.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Structured moment.
You know, it's amazing that by the third show we're full structure. That's saying something.
That is saying something.
Oh, Jesus.
That is not my wife. My wife got ugly.
Hi, Jeff.
Jeff Philly in the house tonight.
Man.
Welcome, Jeff.
Heather Philly.
And Heather Philly. And my wife.
And your wife. Wow. It's quite the...
We have a live studio audience.
We do. It's great.
Fantastic. And Jeff's got power tools.
Hi, Linz.
Brought to you by Ryobi.
We moved the TV so your husband doesn't look up anymore.
Just for you. Anyway, back to our topics.
So back to our topics, because it's not about these other people that walked in.
No.
We got 3 windows.
So tonight, first topic we're going to discuss is first-time dads.
First-time dads.
And the oh shit moment.
And first-time foster parents, which we did have an experience with this weekend.
Yes, and you and I shared
the oh shit moment
together.
Yes. Yeah, we'll discuss that. We'll talk about yours first.
Right, okay.
Because you're a bigger deal than I am.
No, not at all.
Yes.
Second topic we're going to go over is summer beverages.
Yes. We have a lot. We have, what, 10?
10 different summer beverages to discuss.
Will I be able to walk out of here when we're done?
I hope not. That's why my wife's here, so she can take me home.
Okay.
Can I, for the record, say I hope not to? Let's put him to bed.
Wait, what?
She just wants you to go to bed.
Oh, okay. All right. Amanda's microphone's really coming in handy for her shitty comments towards me.
Can we cut that, Mike? No.
Well, we could. Not. She would just yell louder.
I'm sure your mics would catch my voice eventually.
Probably. Eventually, someday. So, oh shit moment.
Oh shit moments.
So I would assume that has to do with you and your wife bringing home your daughter.
Yes. Yeah.
I married Lindsay. It was
that was the greatest day of my life.
Okay.
She's in the studio audience. That was the greatest day of my life. No, the oh shit moments for us, it actually came together. We brought the daughter home. We looked at each other, and we legitimately, we both looked at each other and said about the same time, oh shit, what do we do?
Huh.
There's no nurses.
Okay.
There's nobody to come in the middle of the night and be like, oh, let me take her to the nursery for you so you can sleep.
That didn't happen?
That didn't happen.
Okay.
We weren't allowed to bring the nurses home with us or the
That's
doctors.
disappointing.
It was just her and I staring at each other with,
All right.
with the serious oh shit face. What do we do? So,
Huh. I guess that would be a pretty big oh shit moment.
yeah, definitely. So you're no longer responsible for taking care of yourself.
You have to keep another person alive.
You have to keep another person alive. A 3-day-old person alive.
How did you do with plants and animals before the baby? Did you keep all of them alive?
Me, yes. My wife, no.
Okay. She's
So
bad with
funny
plants.
funny you mentioned that. The first gift I ever gave my wife was a little placard that went into a plant
Okay.
that said "Grow, damn it."
Oh, nice.
Because the first time I ever went to her apartment, everything was dead. Every single plant she had in the house was dead.
It's not that hard. You just water them.
You would think.
Okay.
You would think. Yeah, she makes that comment. If it can't tell me it needs to eat, it will die.
Okay.
So when you're a new dad and you're thinking to yourself, my wife can't keep anything that tells it needs. Your daughter doesn't talk. Good thing she screams.
Okay. So that is kind of telling, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, that's good.
yeah. That was the good point.
All right. Very nice.
I have to ignore Jeff
I'm not sure what's going on.
with the nipple.
It's, this is supposed to be a professional broadcast,
It is.
and we should have locked the door.
We
I
should
guess
You know, we need security.
that's the next step in the Dad Bod Podcast. Financial budgeting.
Security.
Yes, security.
Think about it though. Steve Wilkos was security for a while, and he got his own show. So we could legitimately boost somebody to another level.
And by the way, not to go off topic, Jerry Springer just now didn't get renewed for the 26th season. It just ended. It's done.
That's terrible.
Now he's just going to have to go back to writing checks for hookers.
Or being mayor.
Or be mayor again. He did run again, by the way.
That's great.
But that would be an oh shit moment for Jerry Springer. Oh shit, I wrote a check to a hooker.
Or oh shit, I'm not getting renewed next season.
Or that. But he made just an unbelievable amount of money for fake TV.
Yes,
So I'm sure that he has no issues with financial security.
probably not.
I would agree with that.
So let's jump back on topic. Some of the talking points that we had
Yes.
lined out for tonight
Yes.
that we wanted to talk about were dads help out, help your wife out.
Okay.
My big thing was I was afraid that I was going to break her. Like
Oh.
this little brand new thing has to be fragile, right? It's like I feel like I'm going to break her.
Okay.
So small. What do I do with this? Like big hands.
Did you break her?
No, didn't.
Okay.
I was shocked,
Okay.
surprised,
Yep.
but yeah, it didn't break her.
All
But
right.
that's something that you need to know. Help out, be there. Yes, you're going to be scared, but you're not going to break your kid.
All right.
You're not going to break.
So if they fall, probably not a big deal, right?
I would hope that they don't fall from far,
Oh, no, I'm saying like if they're sitting somewhere and they just,
topple over.
their head's too big and heavy and it just falls to the ground.
Well, you have to support the neck still. When they're brand new, you have to support
Okay.
the neck.
Yep,
and
that's right.
I don't often think that people just let their kids sit up, nor will they sit up at a
Well, in a
very young
boppy,
age. A bobby?
a boppy, isn't that the boppy or is that, what's the big plastic thing that they sit in?
That's not the bottom.
A bumbo.
Bumbo, yes.
Bumbo. That's
Yeah,
all
and the
I have to say to
bumbo.
audience.
And then they just sit there and just kind of like they're drunk in a seat.
You can't put a newborn in a bumbo.
You can't?
No, you can't put a newborn in a bumbo.
You're also not supposed to put them on top of anything. You're supposed to put them on the ground.
Right.
Yes.
So you're going to change your child on the ground. You're going to change the child on a changing table, bed, whatever. But
Right.
not
And you
anything that
can't
can
leave them
fall off
alone if they're in the changing table.
speaking of leaving them alone, should we go into your oh shit moment? Well, our collective oh shit moment for the
Look.
for the day.
Here's the problem, right? So we got what you call respite care for the weekend, which is basically you're babysitting for other foster parents, which is pretty cool.
Right.
So you get to take in a foster family temporarily. So we got them at 2:00 on Saturday, and they left today at 4. And the challenge is we thought that we'd be prepared, right? You go to garage sales, you go to the store, you buy a bunch of stuff, and then they get here, and there's 3 of them, 6, 2.5, and 18 months. It's a pretty good spread. I don't know if they never had stairs in their houses, but it was pretty apparent that they were very excited to use the stairs on a regular basis. Which is awesome, right?
Yeah.
Then I remember that you had said that you had a high chair that we could borrow.
Right.
And I got really excited. I said, oh, come on, Ben, bring that over. And you just walked in the door, finally. You didn't knock or anything. It was great. And I was like, man, I don't even have to answer the door anymore. Because I'm pretty lazy at heart sometimes or whatever, and it takes a lot to go
You can take the
open a
sometimes
door
out
or
of
whatever.
that.
Quite often.
Quite often.
Sure.
Yeah.
All the
Is
time.
there any audience comment
Oh,
on that?
absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. So anyway, while Ben's there's some kind of weird action in the corner there. So Ben is attaching the chair to the chair.
I was attached.
And
So the
out
high
of
chair,
nowhere-
the high chair goes
Right.
straps to an actual chair.
And out of nowhere, Ben's like, hey, where's the baby? And I'm like, oh, he was just right here. But he had already gotten up like 2 stairs or whatever, so I took care of it or whatever. We went and bought a gate, fixed the whole problem. But it is like, you know, I think sometimes having that just show up out of nowhere, you're never prepared, kind of like you said,
You
right?
can't always be prepared. That's
So-
the thing that you have to learn, and everybody.
So
has
you
to learn.
eventually just figure it out. There's 24-hour stores for a reason these days, right?
Exactly.
So we went to Walmart, hauled the kids in the car, threw them in their seats, boosters, the whole 9 yards. Went to Walmart. I think we went for like $40 worth of stuff. For somehow spent an extra $100 and just bought a bunch of random things. But at the end of the day, we had all the right stuff then that we needed.
Welcome
we
to
had
parenthood.
right. We had food. I mean, all the necessities, diapers, all that kind of stuff. But it was those other little bonuses because I thought we had a gate at one point in this basement, and I'm pretty sure that we lent it to the Philly. I think we gave it to you guys.
No.
We gave it to somebody. At some point, they said they needed a gate, and we were like, hey, we have one in the basement. I don't remember who we gave it to, but anyway, I was really disappointed in myself then that I had given it away. But when bought one, no big deal. But you're right, like those moments when either a kid shows up brand new to the house, right? Or in our case, where we're going to be fostering, either temporarily, permanently adopting, whatever that is, like those moments are going to happen quite a lot. I'm sure you have oh shit moments with a 3-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 15-year-old. Like, those are going to continue to happen. So it's not being scared of those moments. They're going to take place. It's just how you figure them out.
Well, that's even as a father like you who has had kids previously, and then now we're bringing in foster kids into your life.
Sure.
It hits another talking point: is you're never going to be prepared for everything.
Right.
There's going to be something that's going to happen on a day-to-day basis that you're not prepared for, that you're not ready for.
Like, they only poop their diapers when Amanda was around.
That's fantastic.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. It was pretty freaking awesome.
I got the first blowout diaper from my wife, though. That was upsetting.
And when Drew was a baby, he would literally go almost days. The second I would leave for work, unleash every time. Literally, she was
I knew I
gone
liked
today.
Drew. I knew I liked Drew
Oh
for a
my
reason.
god. Or he would puke when she had him. He never did any of that when I was around. When I'd be asleep, he'd wake her up and say, "No, Dad's sleeping."
I need one of them.
That's a true story.
It was fantastic. It was great.
Yeah, that is great. Another talking point onto this topic was take advice, yes, but do what works best for you. Do what
good
works
point.
best for you and your significant other. Not every kid's going to be the same. Not every baby's going to be the same.
Right.
So my advice to you is not going to necessarily work for you. It worked for us. Might not work for you.
Maybe.
And the thing is every single time you find out a friend's having a baby, they get bombarded with information.
Yes.
Oh, you're going to be a new kid? Well, let me tell you how to put your kid to bed. Let me tell you how to feed your kid. Let me tell you how to do this. Let me tell you how to do that. Everybody wants to help. We get it. Take the advice as much as you want, but do what works best for you.
Right.
Do the scenario that works best for you.
And people have different theories for everything.
Oh,
From
yeah.
bedtime to eating to diaper changes. Like, everybody has an opinion. They're fine. And sure, tell them. It doesn't mean you have to listen to it or you have to really use it as a rule in your home.
Oh, yeah.
It's up to you to what you want to do. Because if you start taking everybody's opinions, how are you ever going to do your own thing?
Well, how are you ever going to know what works best if you continue to just do what everybody else does?
Right. Like, your daughter is pretty much a Ben King Jr.
I would agree with that.
Right. Which I'm assuming can't be easy sometimes.
She's the easiest baby around.
Okay. She is super cool. Like, your daughter is great.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming your personality sometimes doesn't really work out every now and then in a small child.
In a small child, you're probably correct.
Yes. That's what I'm pretty much trying to say.
No, but and the thing is we got a lot of
you
advice.
would probably handle it differently than most. Like, some
yeah.
people spank their kids, some don't. Some people yell at their kids, some don't. Like, we were in Walmart last night, and this lady's yelling at a 4-year-old that, if I could afford it, we would have it. That's probably not the right thing to say to your kid.
Right. Well, and that's her way of parenting. That's not how I would parent. That's not how you would parent. But that
Correct.
might be her way of parenting.
Right.
It might be what works best for her, though.
Right.
Who are we to judge that, right?
Yeah, and everybody, like, even today, like, the older foster kid that we had for the day, like, he wouldn't kind of listen to what we were saying. It was his first kind of push to see how far he could take us, and we needed him to pick up the blocks. And then Amanda pulled out of her hat, which I hadn't even thought of. We had bought him dinosaurs at Walmart, and she goes, pick up the blocks or we're going to keep the dinosaurs here. So if you come back, you'll have dinosaurs, but otherwise you can't take those home with you. And then he still wouldn't listen, and I said, hey, come on, like, let's figure this out. And sometimes those kind of things work too, but that doesn't work with every kid. No. Now, once I said it and she said it together and he knew we were on the same page, boom, blocks got picked up, he got to take his dinosaurs home, no problem at all. And it's not that you're putting out threats to get children to do stuff, but sometimes you got to take stuff away. That may work in this situation, that may not work in your situation. It just varies from almost instance to instance on what it's going to take. And especially kids these days, like, what are you going to take with their iPad or their iPhone? Or, I mean, who would buy an Android thing? Like, maybe you would take those, but that'd probably be a good thing for the kid if you took those away.
We are not sponsored by
Android
Apple
fans,
or
I
anything like
apologize.
that, just so everybody knows.
No, but we should be.
We should
Come
be.
on, Tim Cook, let's figure this out. But it is, right? Like, every kid's going to be different in those respects. But I think also over time, you're going to develop your own strategy on how you're going to take care of that stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And it'll evolve over time, too. Like, we're lucky with Drew. Like, he just kind of does his thing. Like, we rarely have to do anything. Except, like, we try to get him to eat different things, but we just gave up. Now he can just have chicken wings and chicken nuggets for the rest of his life. I don't really care at this point because it's just easier. But for a long time, we tried to force him to eat things, and it never worked out. So he would just go to bed hungry or whatever. Well, I think we've kind of learned over the last few years that's not necessarily the right thing either. Not that it's wrong to send him to bed or whatever. He'll eat, and he always ate the next day. But at the same point, like, why not in some things just give in? Who cares? I think sometimes you also fight just to fight.
Yeah.
And not just say, okay, if he eats chicken nuggets every night, is that going to kill him? No. Doesn't really matter. So just let him do it.
There was that study a few years ago of that girl who ate chicken nuggets all the time, and she ended up having a heart attack at like 14. Do you remember that?
No. But that was,
Okay.
I don't.
Good story, guys.
No. Good talk. So, the thing
Were they
about
in an
giving
air fryer
though,
or in a regular deep fryer?
I think they were McDonald's.
probably make that.
Well, did you ever see the
You're
what's
taking
that? What's that show? What's the guy who ate McDonald's for like 2 months
Super
straight?
Size Me.
Super Size Me. And that guy had a real problem. But then there's this other guy that just celebrated his like 30,000th
Big
Do you
Mac.
remember reading that?
Yeah, the Big Mac guy.
Every day,
Yeah.
every meal, he eats a Big Mac. So he buys them in bulk and then freezes them and then thaws them out and eats them for literally like some ungodly amount of years. And the guy's rail thin. So maybe Super Size Me was fake.
It could be.
Hashtag Super Size Me.
Answer me.
Answer me.
Are you fake or not?
Because that guy, I can't remember that guy's name.
So you're derailing. Well,
I did
let's
derail.
jump back on topic here.
Good point, Heather Philly.
So the giving in to your child works in some cases. It doesn't work in other cases.
Agreed.
Right now we're battling that.
What are you battling specifically?
The constantly
The Ben King attitude in a 3-year-old?
the Ben King attitude. No, just the constant giving in. Now every time we go to Walmart, she thinks that she gets a toy or she gets a prize or she gets something.
She doesn't?
And no,
What?
I don't.
I want one.
Well, of course you do. But I don't think that just because we go somewhere to a store, she should get something every time.
I would agree.
And now it's starting to become a battle because before we would just give in. We'd be like, oh, here you go.
Right.
So now we're starting to have to rein it in, bring
Right.
it back and be like, no. And now we're struggling with discipline as well.
Yep.
Is I don't want to listen. Because I know I'm going to get my way.
Right.
Because we gave in so much.
That makes it hard.
So now we're reeling that in. We're reeling it back. We're doing what works best for us. We get the eye roll occasionally from family members, specifically my father-in-law. Why doesn't that kid listen? By God, that kid needs to listen.
Does that sound like him?
That's him to a T.
In the voice or just the
voice,
words?
Everything, words,
okay.
everything.
All right.
But
you're a good impersonator, by the way.
Don't do your impersonation, please.
Can I do my
no, dear God,
my Jack Nicholson impersonation?
No, never
Nobody
again.
wants to hear that.
Okay,
No.
It was really good earlier. You guys thought it was him.
Yeah, but anyway, I didn't
did
think
not.
Johnny was coming through the wall. But he gets so frustrated, and for the longest time, we'd be like, "She's 2, she's 3,
Right.
she's not." But now hey, she needs to start listening.
Yeah.
We're getting into that phase.
Right.
She needs to start listening. She needs to start taking responsibility, cleaning up after herself, and she's getting there. She's getting better with it. But
Right. It just takes time.
yeah, it does, and we're doing what works best for us in our situation.
Right.
And that's what it all boils down to. Yes, we've taken advice, so we take away toys, do this, time out. We do what's best for us. We do what works for us. We're establishing our grounds. We're showing her boundaries.
Yep.
We're explaining to her how life works.
Yep.
She's 3. We're condensing it down. She doesn't need to know the full gamut.
Not yet.
But that's how it goes.
She doesn't need to know the crazy world yet.
No, she does not need to know the crazy world.
And they also eventually figure out who's the easy one, too. Like Drew, when he was a kid, every time we had him, every other weekend when we lived in Michigan still, he knew that if he just told Amanda, I want to go to GameStop and look around. First off, you don't want to just go to GameStop and look around. Nobody does that. So that was his line. And then every time he'd take her, back then it was like $20-$30 and he could get like 1 million games. Now if he tried that, it's like an $80 venture for one game or whatever. But they eventually figure out also who's the one that's going to give in. So you have to be on a united front, and everybody's got to learn the same thing. And that helps out tremendously too, so that way you don't fall into those gaps of random things kind of happening. Well, and one parent saying one thing, one parent saying the other, and that can be a huge problem too.
Well, that's why you got to talk to your significant other and establish what is the ground rules. What are we going to do to make this right and make this work?
Right.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you. Do we have another Bud Light laying around?
I'm sure one of our studio audience members will.
Maybe somebody could.
Thank you, Jeff Philly.
Nobody could hear that except for us. But no, you're right. Like, it's not a bad thing to hear the advice. It's not even a bad thing to listen, because you could even adjust that to what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, some people have great ideas. Some people don't. And you just got to kind of take each thing as it comes or whatever. Because somebody might have a great idea for you. Sometimes I hear ideas and I'm like, God, that's probably the dumbest thing ever. But a lot of times that might be the greatest thing ever. Don't judge each individual thing, but think about some of them too, because they could be great advice.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Duggars. They raised 18 kids. You would think that they'd be giving good parenting advice, right?
But that's
kids.
not... There was some kind of weird... I think the older one with the girls thing.
No, we're not going to go down that road.
That might not be the best advice.
We're not going to go down that road. I'm saying.
But that might not be the best advice.
Kids, and you would think, they would give good advice because they raised 18 kids. Not necessarily. Look how they raised.
Well, you didn't say that
kids.
part of it. I apologize.
No,
I didn't know which side of the road you were going down.
No, I'm not saying that they're.
But there was a weird thing that happened there that probably shouldn't have happened. I would think.
Well, it's about what. Taking some advice, learning what works for you guys, learning what works best for your situation.
But I would also tell you, to your point, just because what you see on TV also.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, look at the Jersey Shore, look at the Duggars, I mean, all those kind of things. Like, even the, what's the Joanne and Chip thing or whatever?
Chip and Joanne Gaines. They just had their kid.
Yeah, they just had a kid. But, they stopped TV because they thought it was encroaching too much into their lives and ended the entire thing. They'll still make a ton of money, and they probably have no need to ever work again.
Right.
But they even realized those things, and that's why it kind of happened. So, again, like everybody, there's this whole thing, and a lot of times the TV side of it seems super glamorous, but sometimes it isn't as glamorous either. Like there's a show that's going to be on A&E. They started up their biography series again, and they're going to have like Michael Jackson. They're going to have the the Osbournes. Oh, thank you, Heather. The Osbournes, and they have basically a real, the True Hollywood Stories kind of thing they used to do, and they're going to do it on the Osbournes about how that thing, not only was it great for them at the beginning, but how it turned into this train wreck where it almost kind of ruined everything because they were broadcasting their life out, they took everybody's advice, like all this crazy stuff. And I do think reading some of that stuff or hearing those things, you can really ensure that you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I would agree.
So another classy Bud Light for me, by the way.
Another classy Bud Light.
Yep.
Thrifty is the word we decided
I am
to use, right?
thrifty. That is a good point, yes.
So another talking point to this topic. I keep going with topic point. Another talking point
That's
to
a lot
this
of
topic.
T's.
Yeah, a lot of T's.
Yeah, maybe we should change that to verbal discussion topic.
Discussion topic.
VBT.
Take the help when it's offered.
Okay.
So just because you have the new child and you want to hold on to that child as much as possible, let mom and dad help. Let mom and dad come in and take the baby. Let sister come in and take the baby for a little bit.
Okay.
You are going to be sleep deprived.
Okay.
You are not going to get to sleep.
All right.
Mom's not.
That's a super valid
dad's
point.
Not. So take the help when it's offered. Friend says, "Hey, let me come over and watch the baby for a little bit for you to get a nap." Take it.
Okay.
Take it and run.
It's a really good point.
Because it's not going to be there all the time.
Yeah. Or if they live out of town and they come into town, that's a huge opportunity too for you to take some time off. Like the guys that we did the whole respite care for this weekend, like they've had the 3 kids for 2 or 3 months now. They even need a break. Like having an 18-month, a 2.5, and a 6-year-old, they said literally when they dropped them off on Saturday, they're like, we're going to go out to eat. We're going to have a great time. Then today when they came, they're like, we started watching TV. Next thing we knew, it was like 9, 10 o'clock at night. So we didn't actually do anything. Caught up on our shows and caught up on a ton of sleep, and it was great. And those are great opportunities for you to kind of put your life back together, your mind at ease, and those kind of reset points are probably really good in those instances.
Oh, yeah. Well, that goes into the next talking point here. Remember that both of you guys are sleep deprived.
Mm-hmm.
Her so probably more than you because...
Why?
She just brewed a child for 9 months in her body.
Brewed or grew?
Brewed, grew. I'm on the beer
Baked?
kick tonight. Baked.
Did your wife ever wear the shirt that said like bun in the oven or anything like that?
No, I think she had one that said brewing a redhead or something like that, but never a bun in the oven type.
Okay. All right. This is Dale Jr.'s baby, like nothing like that?
No, nothing like that.
All right.
Dale Jr.
Well, that's the whole racing thing. Like people wear those at NASCAR events.
I've never been to a NASCAR event, but
I haven't either, but I really do want to go someday. I've heard that they're just unbelievable.
If you and I go to one, I want you to wear a shirt that says "Brewing Dale Jr.'s Baby."
That would be hilarious.
I would get behind that.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
That'd be great.
But on to that point of your wife baking a child for 9 months.
How many other ways are we going to say?
A parasite growing inside of your
wife,
an alien growing inside of your wife for 9 months. Keep that in mind. Make sure that you're understanding of that factor. There is a lot that goes on that changes in a woman's body and in a woman's mindset. So you need to keep that in mind. Keep an understanding of that. Be a little bit more compassionate and a little bit more sensitive than you normally would be to your wife.
That would be way over the top because I'm already extremely compassionate and sensitive.
Why did Amanda just roll her eyes?
She must have had something in her throat.
I need examples.
Or that was Heather Philly.
Oh, that was Heather
hiding behind the
Amanda
TV.
Eye rolling.
Ignore the woman behind the TV monitor.
But in reality, you really honestly have no idea what your wife just went through. Physically, mentally, hormonally, emotionally.
Right.
There's a lot that goes on there.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
But in turnaround, too, the wife needs to understand that there are things that go on with men emotionally.
There are.
Not necessarily on the physical part, but emotionally, it's there.
We are emotional.
Yeah, whether we want to admit it or not.
I'll admit it.
Yeah. Your couch session. I told you last week, we're not breaking out the Dr. Phil couch for you.
That would be a great episode, though. We could get one of those, like,
Chase
lounge things. That would be awesome. George Costanza posed on one of those and painted a picture, and he was shirtless in his white boxers. Did you ever watch Seinfeld?
Yeah, that's not going to happen for you.
Did you watch Seinfeld?
Yeah, but that's still not going to happen.
That was a great episode. And if we did that, well, you sat here with, like, little circular glasses and a lab coat
with
and, like, interviewed me. Yes. Yeah. That would be... You should comment. Do we have any comments yet, by the way? No.
Feel free to participate.
Feel free to let us know if you would like to see that. Not the shirtless underwear part, but just me confessing my deep, darkest
secrets
things.
To me?
Yes, while we're live on video.
That would be interesting.
Yes.
I would be interested in any of our viewers out there sharing some of their oh shit moments, some of their advice, whether it be good, whether it be bad. Do we have any viewers, or are all of our viewers here tonight?
No, we have some viewers. They're just being very quiet tonight.
All right.
Feel free to input. Give us
hopefully they can let us know.
Your advice. Yeah, give us some of your advice. Give us some of your stuff. We want to hear from you.
We want to hear what you have to say on this topic.
We want to know.
You know what, Ben? This show is about them.
It is about them. It's not about us.
No. It has zero to do with us. We're just the guys behind the camera that are someday going to get super famous.
And we want you guys to propel us there.
You, the audience, are the ones that can take care of business. And we need you. Any questions, suggestions, comments? Lloyd Harris, I heard all of your suggestions today. I relayed them to Ben. We're going to have a discussion about those later. But any suggestions or ideas anybody has, amandimedia.com. Let us know.
Yeah, comments, concerns, questions.
Yeah.
We are...
Your own oh shit moment?
Your own oh shit moment. I would like to hear what some people's oh shit moments are.
I will have to label this episode as explicit.
Explicit. Yeah, we do use the word shit a few times.
A lot of times.
Great.
So, go ahead.
No, I'll let you go.
Oh, so now I think we're done with the oh shit moments.
We are done with the oh shit moments. Right. The sharing. Sharing is caring.
In case you weren't aware, Ben King is really the one that kind of drives the behind-the-scenes quality of this podcast. I'm just kind of the technical guy.
Content manager should be my title. I like that.
Executive VP of Content.
Content manager.
EVPC.
There we go.
Yeah, that's your new title.
EVC.
So Ben went to Total Wine. Is it Total Wine and More? Or is it
Total Wine and More.
And More.
And More.
He went to the one in Brentwood, which is near where I'm employed. And he decided to buy 10 different beers that we were going to discuss tonight. So again, that's why at the beginning, Jimmy Pritchett, let's hear your dark secrets, Andy. Not right now. That's in a future episode. And if anybody would like to mail us a Chase Lounge, let us know.
That won't fit in the P.O. box, though.
No, but those could be a LTL delivery.
Yeah.
And they can just drop it off. I don't need white glove service. I just need curbside drop off. And I will then get somebody to haul it into the basement for me.
And by somebody, you mean me.
Yeah, so Ben King will drag it into the basement. We'll put it on dollies. And it was funny. The furniture we have down here, I bought it when I couldn't lift anything. And I had the neighbors come and haul it all into my basement.
Well, that was very nice of those.
Yeah, they're very kind people. So...
let's go on to the beverages.
So, do you have them? Do you want to just put them all out here, maybe?
Up, right? So,
yes. I don't know why Jeff Philly keeps making comments. If you don't know who Jeff Philly is, he is the husband of the mayor of Eaglesview.
Which is where we live.
Which is where we live. In Eaglesview, which is in Pacific, Missouri. It is next to Six Flags Great America. Howe Valley, the wedding venue owned by Bill McLaren. Molly Brown's fireworks stand.
More bang for your buck.
Yes.
I don't know
we have, this is the
assortment.
So do you have them in order as to what we have on the screen?
I do not have them in order, but we can just kind of go with the flow here as far as I can pull them from.
All right. And then we have glasses that we're going to put a little bit in. So that way we don't get, because we do have to work, I have to work tomorrow. I don't really know what Ben does, but.
So my whole point in doing this was to do summer beers or summer beverages that are not your common stuff that you can get in any supermarket or any gas station. So
Total Wine and More.
everybody has the Leinenkugel Summer Shandy or the Sam Adams Summer Ale. Or
I don't really like that one, by the way.
No.
And if you take Summer Shandy and Berry Weiss and do half and half, it's like a berry lemonade.
Really?
It's unbelievable.
You heard it
It's
here
delicious.
first.
Yes.
Maybe.
And your wife just thought it was great, too.
She did.
Yes.
She has no taste, though. Look at me. I mean, come on.
I mean, that's a lot of taste right there.
So, but yeah, we wanted to get away from the norms.
Okay.
You know, from the shock tops and everybody makes a wheat beer with a flavoring. now.
Agreed.
We wanted to get away from that. So we went out. I keep saying we.
Thank you.
I went out to Total Wine and More.
This wouldn't have worked if I was the guy in charge of it.
You're right.
Yes.
And picked up 10 different beverages, some brewed locally, some brewed throughout the United States. I think I even have an import in here that came from the United Kingdom.
And this one we're going to talk about in the end, because
Yes.
this one's hilarious.
That'll be our closer for sure.
Yes.
But the first beer we're going to try today is the Contact High Juiced.
All right.
It's made here in St. Louis
Okay.
by Four
Is there a
Hands
specific place or just St. Louis?
Brewing. Four Hands Brewing Company.
Okay. All right.
They are downtown.
Well, that's a big
I
shot.
thought Heather Philly was going to be our bartender.
I thought so, too.
She's totally.
So what we're going to have to do in the future is we're going to have to take a segment to the kitchen upstairs, and then we can do stuff like that.
Yeah, be a little bit more room
Yeah.
because you reconfigure the studio every week. So
Okay, not every. So this is our third broadcast. This is the first time I've reconfigured.
I beg
So
to
that would
differ.
be-
This is the third setup we've had.
third setup, third broadcast.
Look, I have a specific purpose in this broadcast, and that's being the nerd in charge. I'm the HNIC, the head nerd in charge.
There you go.
Yes.
So let's try the Four Hands.
So here we'll.
Yep,
You know what we
contact
need is a
juice.
little like.
Little
We need like a plastic thing at some point.
Tabletop.
We'll figure that out one of these
absolutely. So here's the can. Contact High,
days. Yep.
Four Hands Juiced.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Very
Try this
nice.
out.
Wow. It has a hint of an IPA
It
tinge
does.
to it, but that is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, babe.
And you know why?
But then we're going to advertise for Google.
Just a tiny G.
part of
Actually, if we turn it this way, then they can't see what it is.
There we go. Part of why I liked this particular can and why I picked this beer was
Yep.
it had a pairings on it. And I told you in
Really?
previous broadcastings that I am a food guy. I like food.
Dude, we got to do the salt plate one of these days.
Well, we
I
will do the
cannot
salt
get
plate.
enough of our discussion from that last week. If you didn't see last week's, you got to watch it because Ben got, is it called a salt plank or whatever it is?
It's a salt block.
Salt block that you can cook on. You got to watch last week's episode. It sounds amazing to use.
Yeah, absolutely. So the pairings on this beer, it says it pairs well with spicy food and poultry.
Okay. Oh,
So-
wow. And it actually has pictures
It
of
actually has pictures.
spices and a chicken.
A pepper and a chicken.
Yes.
So,
That's great.
and that's actually really good beer.
I like that. That was solid.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have just gulped it. I probably should have let it kind of have a bouquet
Permeate.
on my palate.
Permeate.
Yes, dance on
Dance
my palate.
on your palate for a
We
second.
need to get a fourth microphone, I think.
I didn't know we were going to have a full live studio audience.
This is great,
Yeah,
by the
I
way.
do. I love this.
I'm gonna need a mobile mic pack.
Okay. I have one. I'll just have to hook it up one of these days.
So
Yes.
the next beer choice is the Uinta Lime Pilsner.
You're so it's not Uinta?
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 Uinta? I'm going to go
What are you doing,
Uinta.
Heather?
I'm bringing you water
Holy
to
cow.
rinse with.
Look at
Oh, wow.
This-
Up so that way you don't have to just like reuse them.
Man.
like this.
Heather Philly is just,
She's on top of her.
man.
This is why I made the suggestion last week about her being our bar.
This is the beautiful Heather Philly, everybody. Look at this. Where'd you get these from?
Your cabinet upstairs.
Wish you would have known you had those, huh?
We do have a bunch of Jello shot things,
Jello
too.
shots, yeah.
Wow.
Maybe that'll be a topic.
I
for
hope
next
Heather
week,
Philly
right?
doesn't require payment.
Just not.
We'll just let Jeff sleep on your couch for a little bit. That'll be payment enough.
And she's even rinsing out the cups.
Look at this. Service with a
Jesus,
smile.
this is crazy.
So the
Wow, what's this one, Ben?
Uinta Lime Pilsner. I'm going to go with Uinta. Uinta.
Okay.
Uinta Brewing Company.
All right.
They're out of Salt Lake City.
Thanks,
Utah.
Heather.
Hey, no problem.
You are the best.
I picked this one because
Yep. What is it called? The Lime Pilsner?
A lime pilsner. I hate Bud Light Lime.
There's a
Bud
lot
Light
of people
Orange.
that like... So the Bud Light Orange, I won't even try because I think you were here that night. And other people tried it and they said it tasted horrific.
It was terrible.
What's up? You want to try that? It's really good.
The lime pilsner, I wanted to try because I hate Bud Light Lime, but I like lime.
I'm not a huge fan of Bud Light Lime either. Heather, Philly, thank you so much.
Straight water.
Gosh, you're the
You're
best.
welcome.
Oh my God. Cheers, Ben.
Cheers and
Wow,
water.
we're like... Do you know
Kind
what
of
a big deal I
now.
feel like right
Yeah,
now?
kind of a big
I
deal
need like
all
a
of a sudden.
Burger King crown hat.
That'd be fantastic.
Wouldn't it be?
So the
One of these days, this is going to be a real professional broadcast.
the Uinta Lime Pilsner, we have their webpage actually pulled up right now. It's summertime, anytime is their slogan.
You know, we should figure out how to put that on the background one of these days.
That would be awesome if our tech guy would.
Yeah, I'll get on
actually
that
do
next
that.
week. We are going to, by the way, hopefully next week, introduce live phone calls.
That would be great.
Either next week or the one after. So either episode 4 or 5, we're going to have live phone calls.
Right on.
I know, I'm pretty excited. This looks awesome.
This
And the
does look
can, by the way, is beautiful. It has like a lime instead of a sunset.
Here, well, hold on. Take your finger off the label.
Hey, Jeff.
Go back to
There you
sleep.
go.
I have an executive producer already.
She didn't say nothing.
So let's give this a try. Let's see how much better this is than Bud Light. Lime.
I'm kind of excited about it.
Huh?
It's not overpowering.
No,
You can barely taste the lime. It's like right in the background.
it is. It is good. It's kind of a subtle lime flavor. I like it.
Yeah.
I could see that as a refreshing beer. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Not bad.
I could get behind that. That is 10 times better than Bud Light Lime.
That is fantastic. Excuse me.
Whoa.
Wow.
Easy.
A little gassy there.
Easy there, feller.
It's the
Yeah.
lime.
It was
It
the
is
lime.
the lime.
It was the lime.
Correct. Would anybody like to try the lime?
Our studio audience like to take
Miss
the
King?
Uinta Lime Pilsner.
I'm glad that you got our pale purple cups that we had upstairs.
So that was fantastic. I actually
No, that was really good.
liked that. That is a
Yeah.
lot better than Bud Light Lime for sure.
We're going to have to end this broadcast soon because once we're done, I'm going to have to use the bathroom.
Thanks for the
That's a lot of beer drinking at once.
Yeah. Can you pull our...
Can we just, in the
can
future,
we get our
get...
list of beers back up, please?
In the future, can we get...
Security for our studio.
Okay, we already talked about that,
Yeah,
but that's
we're
a
gonna need that
that's a
again.
really valid
Yeah, we're
point.
going to have to hit that topic.
Urine bags?
No. Jesus, no.
No.
Can you pull our... Thank you.
Thanks, Amanda.
So next up is the Rogue
Honey Klosh.
Kolsch.
Rogue Ales, Newport, Oregon.
Newport Ord.
Yeah. So what do we assume this is going to taste like? Honey?
I would assume so. Let's get
Oh, wait, hold on. We got to get new
got-
ones.
yeah,
My
new
apologies.
This
See,
is
in the future, we'll have the bartender sit back here. And thanks again to Heather Philly. We appreciate her taking care of us.
This is actually a really neat can.
What does it have on it? Is that a bumblebee?
It is.
Wow. You know, it'd be awesome is if we had another camera.
That we could put right here.
Yeah. Right on them.
Right on the can.
One of these days. If anybody wants to send us one,
Send that
free
to
of
the
charge,
box.
P.O. Box 1234.
Let's give this one
Cheers,
a try.
Mr. King.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. You get the honey in that.
Yeah, and it even has that kind of acidic grapefruit a tiny bit
Yeah.
in the background.
Yeah.
I would agree
But
with
I
that.
got that honey. That's
Yeah.
good. I like that.
Wow, that is delicious. And then on the can it says Dare, Risk, Dream. And it says brewed using ingredients grown on Rogue Farms in Oregon. From ground to glass, we're proud to say it's true at Rogue. I can't read the rest. Anyway.
It looks like they won quite a few awards, though.
Platinum?
Platinum at the World Beverage Competition.
Wow.
That's a big deal. Almost a big deal as us, but
Yeah.
I would rank that up there. It's a good beverage. That's a good summer beverage.
That is pretty awesome. I would agree with that. That's delicious. Ladies,
Pass that.
ladies,
Thank you.
ladies. He turned around finally.
Next up, we have the Tropical Pale Ale by Boulevard.
Okay.
Boulevard Brewing Company. They're in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
My wife's hometown.
Yeah, KC.
Casey in the house.
Do you root for the Royals then?
She's not allowed to.
Royals. Yep.
That's
no,
what-
actually, you got to do.
That's the AL team of the household, I guess, for my wife.
No, you got to do the Tigers. Screw the Royals. Detroit.
But I don't know what this one's going to taste like.
What is it again?
Tropical Pale Ale.
Oh, grapefruit. I'm a huge fan. Just like.
You think it's
Hold
grapefruit?
on. That's what it says. Just like this from last week.
The Stiegel Rattler.
See, I'm so
Get
lazy. I
that
didn't
right.
even throw that away
Get
from last
that.
week.
You know
We're
what?
just gonna start storing them under the
After
table.
security, maybe we need a cleanup crew. A janitor.
We need a custodian.
Custodian.
Yes, like a Molly maid.
Yeah.
Maybe we could start doing commercials for Molly Maid, and then they will
Maid
clean.
service.
Topless maid service
Topless
would be
maid
unbelievable.
service. Although,
You know how many single guys would sign up for that?
yeah, that'd be great.
But with the whole Me Too movement these days, that could get a little dicey.
Ben, you've been watching too much Shameless.
I have been watching too much Shameless. You're correct.
Shameless is awesome.
We're up to date though on Shameless.
So this is
Need is the truck. They'll just pay you to move it.
So the Tropical Pale Ale.
grapefruit and passion fruit. Do we need to? Oh, it's
It
yeah,
was-
2 labels. Sorry,
2 labels. Double
My
label.
apologies.
I picked this one
Is
because
that like
of
a
the
double-
passion fruit. I like passion fruit.
I do too.
Yeah.
Is it like a double rainbow?
Don't cry.
Why do you have to make this awkward?
No, the double label.
Double
I am
double-
here to make shit awkward.
Yeah, you
Ben
are.
King.
I
Wow, that is really refreshing.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I like
you,
it.
Can you taste the passion fruit?
I can.
I can-
Actually, when it hits the back, like the back of my palate, it's amazing.
I can't taste the passion.
Don't stick your hand in there too far. You might choke.
That's got too much of an acidic grapefruit taste for me.
We're huge fans of the acidic grapefruit taste, though.
I like.
Did you not finish it? Because
No,
my
I
cup
did not.
didn't go all the way down.
No, I did not. Way to call me out.
You cheating bastard.
That should tell you how much I don't like it is the fact that I did not finish it.
Oh, your wife's going to like it, though.
She will. So I chose this next one because I actually looked up
Yes.
summer beers to try.
Did you do
and
prep for our show?
I did prep for our show.
Son of a gun.
And this was one of the top ones. And not only is it one of the top ones on ones to try, on beers to try for the summer, but it is also brewed in Columbia, Missouri.
That's awesome.
So close to home,
So it's very local.
very local, close to home.
Yep.
Made by or brewed by Logboat Brewing Company. It is Mammoth Mild.
Mammoth Mild.
And I don't know if it's because it's Logboat or what, but I think this would be a good like float trip beer. Because
You
it
know-
says to keep your paddle wet.
We're... Well, that can mean many things, Ben.
No.
And we are
float trip.
We are a PG show.
I told you,
And we don't
PG
need
show.
to talk about keeping your paddle wet.
It actually says on their website it's a perfect breakfast beer.
Really?
See? And that's perfect for float trips, right?
It has notes
And
of
Jeff and Heather and a bunch of people yesterday went on a float trip, and they said it was awesome.
Well, they could have had this for breakfast then, apparently.
Outstanding.
They could have.
This is a little darker than the beers that we've already tasted.
Yeah, that is a little darker. I would agree. It has a...
It has a woolly mammoth on the label.
I like a good woolly mammoth.
I like a good woolly mammoth.
Dude, if they were able to bring back a dinosaur, I have the T-Rex or the woolly mammoth.
I don't think
I
the
feel
woolly
like-
mammoth was a dinosaur.
But it was back
We were
then.
talking about the Jurassic era. You know
The
what?
Jurassic era, if you want to get technical, I guess.
But I think that was more in the Ice Age more than it was in the Jurassic era.
Yeah, haven't you
Woolly
seen the
mammoth?
Okay,
movie,
look,
the
I'm
cartoons
not
with
a
Ray Romano?
historian, nor do
Okay.
I claim to be educated on those things, but I just know the woolly mammoth is pretty badass.
So why don't you just tape some hair to an elephant and call it a day?
You don't have to air quote educated.
The Jurassic
Saber
period.
tooth.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I said way back then.
Way back then.
No, I may have said that, actually.
Back in the day.
Back in the...
Let's try the mammoth.
Okay.
So while you're trying it, the Mammut has notes of jam, coffee, and chocolate for an added toasty finish.
What kind of jam?
Great.
Blackberry.
It also
Is it like
says
in, what was the movie where they got hit with raspberry?
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
We've been
jammed.
Mammut is great with barbecue, frog legs, and beef jerky.
I do have to say I've never had frog legs, but I really want to try them someday.
I'll make some.
It's also
We'll jam that out at the
Okay.
house.
All right.
Mammut and Gouda cheese is a fine afternoon snack.
You know, I could see that being.
It's very nutty.
Yeah, it is very nutty.
Yeah.
I could
A
see
lot
that
of nuts
with,
in this one.
I could see that being a good like cheese. Like, I'm trying to ignore the fact that you said that. I could see this being a good cheese beer. You know, like you're sitting
I don't
down
know
with a
if
good cheese plate.
I don't know if I've ever paired beer with cheese before.
I could see. Yeah, that's a good nutty flavor there.
Can you put the cheese on your salt plate?
I could,
Okay.
if you want. We could. Yeah,
By the way,
I heard you,
your
Philly.
inability to finish that other beer is making the cups all goofy now.
I'm not finishing it. It's terrible.
So I think next up is Amanda's favorite.
Is it? No, we're going golden
Oh, no.
mango cart.
No, I think we're going hibiscus, aren't we?
No, we're going mango cart.
Okay.
Mango cart.
All right.
No, the hibiscus wit we're gonna leave for last.
Okay.
The mango cart.
Are these twist off?
I hope so. I have a bottle opener, so I always come for. I'm a ex-Boy Scout.
All right.
Always come for.
You and somebody else.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there. Mango cart.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, you're all right.
That's good.
A little sample and flavor here.
Yeah. It's a school day tomorrow. All right, so explain this one to us, Ben. Hey, babe, we can't see the notes.
Golden
there.
Road Brewing Company.
All right.
The mango
Los
cart.
Angeles, California.
Los Angeles.
Yes. That's awesome.
LA style.
That is
I
good.
wanted to go something East Coast.
All right. Well, that's not East Coast.
Or West Coast. Sorry, East Coast, West Coast. Wanted
Did
to
you
battle
just
it
say
out.
the Jurassic period?
You did. I wanted to go East Coast and West Coast, and I
Yep.
wanted to hit a lot of locals.
All
So I picked this one from the West Coast, LA.
Is this like the Tupac Biggie?
Tupac and Biggie.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure. This is Tupac right here.
Okay. Very nice. Was it Tupac that was West Coast?
Yes, babe.
Which
Okay.
is LA, which is...
No, I got that part.
Okay.
I couldn't remember which was which.
The mango cart.
How dare you? We lived on the East Coast.
And that was where Biggie was from?
Well, that's a mango.
Brooklyn.
That is...
That is a mango flavor right there.
I gotta say, this is one of the best ones so far.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Wow.
I like that.
They're a fruit cart vendors of Los Angeles. It says a series inspired by the iconic fruit cart vendors of LA. Have you ever been to LA?
I have not.
I have not either.
Maybe we need to...
Jeff, Philly, have you been to LA? Nice.
Maybe we should live broadcast from LA one day.
Who's gonna pick up the plane tickets?
I don't know. Hey, if anybody out there would like to pick up the plane tickets for LA,
If there's anybody that works for TWA, can you get us some free tickets?
or any airline for that matter,
TWA is no longer around.
Exactly.
Delta, can we fly
Anybody
Delta?
with Northwest
Pan Am?
Airlines?
Can we get a
Pan
Pan Am flight?
Ozark.
However, this I could see. This
No,
is
that's-
this is a refresh.
I'm buying this again.
Yeah, summer. That's a summer beer right there.
Wow, mango cart. There is a cart of mangoes in this thing.
There are a cart of mangoes in this thing. I'm a mango fan, so I could love it.
Linz, would you like to?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Mango cart.
Very nice. That
So-
is delicious.
Now we're gonna hit the.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna hit the oh shit moment.
So
for
I have
your
a
wife.
story about this,
The Rubeus.
if we have a minute.
We have a minute.
So up the street, or down the street, lives Russell Leach.
Up the street.
No, down that way. He lives down towards the entrance.
Okay.
So Amanda told him months ago, so he brews beer. Like pretty much almost every weekend, he brews beer. So Amanda one day told him, I need you to brew me Rubeus, because this is Amanda's favorite beer.
This is Amanda's Jam.
So yesterday, he posts on his Facebook, Amanda, you better get down here, because I'm brewing my version of Rubeus.
That's what that is?
So where's he at tonight?
I'm not. Well, we're going to eventually have him as a guest
He
because
needs
he's
to
a
be a
big
guest.
brewing guy, which would be pretty awesome. And actually, we should probably have him and Amanda the day that this comes true, and that would be pretty awesome to have him
I
on
think
that
he
day.
said 2 weeks. It's got
2
to sit
weeks?
for 2 weeks.
2
I thought he
weeks?
said 2 months.
No, I think he said 2 weeks. But we can check with him for sure.
Right.
So-
But yes,
so we'll check.
absolutely,
So-
we should have him on.
This might
He's
be our
trying to
largest alcohol by volume as well at 5.7.
That's awesome. So his is like 30. No, I don't know. I made that up.
We'll let him make
But
that
his
call.
version of it, he's given it a shot. So it would be kind of cool to have that taste test.
The very first
On
taste
here?
test of...
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
I'll text Russell. But it is pretty awesome. And Amanda, why do you like this beer so much? Because you're the one that's a huge fan of it.
I mean, not only is it brewed in Grand Rapids, Michigan,
Okay.
By Founders Brewing Company.
right, which, if our viewers don't know, Andy and I are from Michigan, so it's close to home. But I love the raspberry flavor. It is so summery, refreshing. It makes me happy.
Yes.
So last time we came home from Michigan, I bought a 12-pack of it.
Well, that's that gold thing that I bought too, right? That was from Founders.
That's Founders, yes.
Yeah.
And I was hoping it would last me a little while. It did not.
No.
It did not last me very long at all. And then I was severely disappointed.
I should have bought her a lot more of it while I was in Michigan.
Well, you know where you can get this?
At Total Wine
And
and more. What's the and more part of Total Wine?
Beer, cigars,
And cigars.
Vodka?
whiskey, vodka.
Can we do a cigar episode, by the way?
Sure. I'd be all right with that.
What about a vaping episode?
No.
I know we talked about that before and you denied it. I'm just going to keep bringing it up.
We're-
You want to do a vaping
We're
episode?
never
Lance?
going to vape.
Okay. All right.
However, let's try this.
Oh my
Let's
God, I'm
find
so
out why
excited.
your wife loves us so much, huh?
I'm so excited. And can I just have the rest of the can, please?
Absolutely.
That is still amazing.
That is amazing.
Uh-huh.
You know what? That might take over the
No.
mango for me.
I got to say, they're both equally good, but I really like the mango much better.
I see. I'm a
You're
I am a
sleeping on the
ras-
couch tonight, Nemeth.
raspberry fan, so I can agree with Amanda on this one. I'm
All
a
right.
raspberry fan.
No, it's really good.
And I like it because it's not like a normal summer beer
It's not
where you
heavy
can only
either.
drink a couple of them.
Right.
Like, you can drink
Yeah.
more than a couple of
So
those.
going back to that Rogue, the honey one, I could see that as a summer beer, drinking a couple of those, but it was kind of heavy,
Yeah.
right? So that Rubaeus is not real heavy. I mean, that you could drink. Yeah, that could be. That's what we call in the business the trouble beers. You
Yep.
could drink quite a few of those and get yourself in trouble.
Yes.
Especially a 5.7 alcohol by volume. That's
Like margaritas. I've heard those can become a problem sometimes.
that cause people to do laps around their house and not remember.
I've heard that people have thrown up from that.
That's just what I've heard.
Yeah, those are just vicious rumors.
Vicious rumors.
Do you need a bottle opener?
Let's see.
Or are you man enough to just...
That is not a twist off.
Son of a bitch.
Good thing I brought a bottle opener.
God, you are so prepared. I'm never wearing this shirt again because I look super fat in it. On camera, by the way.
This is
Aw,
it's
that's-
only your second week of wearing it, so
Such a dude
2 weeks
thing
in a
to
row.
say.
I did wash it.
you washed it.
Washed it. That's
I
the
never,
Missouri.
I never knew there was an R in wash.
That's the Missouri coming out in me.
So
I'm
here, here's the
Missouri.
Blueberry Ale
Okay.
by Blue Point Brewing Company.
That's funny that it's blueberry from Blue Point.
Right.
I don't
Did
think
anybody
that's
else
a
find that funny?
coincidence.
I guess nobody else finds it as funny as you did, but
That's what usually takes place.
Blue Point Brewing Company.
Yep.
Patchogue? Is that
Patchogue?
Patchogue?
Sure.
Patchogue, New York.
Yep.
And Merrimack, New Hampshire.
Okay.
So I guess they have two distilleries.
Mermac?
Mermick.
Mermic?
I think it's Mermick.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. If anybody out there is from Mermick,
Okay.
let us know.
And what was the Patchogue? Isn't that where they filmed The Affair, or is that different? On the outskirts of Long Island?
It's on the end of Long Island. It's not Mermick.
Oh, okay.
So let's give this a shot. I picked
good
this one
show.
because it's a blueberry and it was something different. That
Do you like blueberries?
I do like blueberries.
I like blueberries.
My daughter loves blueberries.
Does she really?
Yes.
Is she going to be like on
Smell
Willy
that.
Wonka's where she turns into a blueberry?
Smell that.
Veruca
You smell
salt.
the.
We had a
what
blueberry
you're thinking
plant
of.
at our last house.
Veruca salt. That you can...
You can smell the blueberry in that.
It's almost like there's blueberries that just exploded in the cup.
Yeah.
No,
I like it.
I don't like it at all.
Why do you keep drinking it then?
I didn't. I'm going to pull a Ben.
You're gonna pull a Ben
and just put it in there. Yeah, I don't
Really?
like it. I don't know what it is. It's not good. Sorry, Blue Point Brewing Company. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Really?
Linz, would you like to borrow?
I feel like I like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean that happens. I like the one that you didn't.
Yeah, that is true.
So now we're even.
Now you're floating cups.
That is a super valid point. Now you can complain about my floating cups.
Way to float a cup. That is also
Yes.
not a twist off.
We are going to have to get a bathroom down here.
So this beer is the
Sam Adams.
Samuel Smith's
Ooh.
Organic Perry.
I like that.
This is a sparkling pear cider.
What?
What?
That sounds ridiculously
So this
good.
is actually a product of the United Kingdom,
UK.
the UK. Was brought here.
It does smell like a muffin, right?
Yeah, but that tastes like those weird.
The weird Costco blueberry muffins.
With the crumbs on top.
No, little mini guys.
Oh, I love the crumb ones. You gotta have the crumbs on top of the blueberries. Starbucks has the best ones.
So
Shout out to Starbucks.
shout
We should
out,
advertise on our
shout out
show.
to my sister who
Your sister.
made the blueberry cinnamon roll with the crumbled top.
Amanda, did you have that?
Amanda had that today.
I did have
Was
that
it
today.
good?
It was fantastic.
God, I'm super disappointed. We did eat the macaroons.
The macarons.
Macaron.
You had the cookies and cream ones?
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah.
Isn't that the guy's name in Canada? Or is
She's
that the
super
one
talented.
in France? Is
Let her make a
Macron?
Pistachio blackberry cake.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
But she makes a pistachio blackberry cake that is phenomenal.
Best
Does she want to pay to advertise in this podcast?
She doesn't have to. I will throw
She's
her
famous.
name out there as much as I can.
Can she come and decorate a cake for us on the podcast?
We could make that happen.
That would be awesome.
She's
They do
at
those
the-
on Food Network all the time.
She's at the Washington Farmers Market every Saturday morning.
Very
She's
cool.
actually going to be trying out for the Great American Cookie Bake Off, whatever.
Yeah,
it's
she is.
Nice.
She's trying out for the Great American Cookie Bake
Very
Off
cool.
winter edition.
Very nice.
So
super talented.
super talented girl.
Wow.
Look her
And
up.
that's your
Sweet,
sister, you said?
Sweet Elizabeth's Bake Shop. Look her up.
What's your talent?
I don't have one.
Advertising
Beer
her.
drinking. I'm riding the
So what-
coattails,
what-
Andy Nemeth,
what is
hoping
this
she becomes
again?
popular.
What is this again?
This
the
is
pear?
the organic pear.
Okay. Very
So
cool.
organic perry.
Cheers. Mmm. Wow.
I feel like I just toasted at New Year's.
That is really good. It is a bit champagne-like.
It is champagne-y.
Yes.
I feel like I just toasted at New Year's with that one.
I would agree. That was really good.
It is a sparkling pear cider.
Yeah, it
with
is a sparkling
glowing
cider,
Pale
so-
straw
It's
color.
dry, too.
It is very
It's
dry.
very on the palate, very dry. Linz, would you like to...
We just...
Your wife is just all about alcohol.
Just so
She
you
lives
know,
with me. Are you kidding me?
the organic perry is gluten free.
Oh,
is,
shit!
yes.
Vegans!
It's organic. It's gluten-free.
Hashtag vegan.
Hashtag vegans. You know what?
Yep.
We can-
Just because
Yes.
it's gluten free doesn't make it vegan.
It says
No, it is
vegan on the
vegan.
website.
It's part of the vegan... It's registered with the Vegan Society.
Oh, what's the Vegan Society?
Something for vegans?
Okay.
No, well, just roll with
Dude,
that,
I
right?
can't wait to talk about this one.
So we saved this special...
By the way, Drew is going to find this one hilarious.
We saved this special beer for last.
What do you think, babe?
That's amazing.
So she's got the, which one do you have? The mango?
I have mango cart, rubeus, and the organic perry,
You
and
have
I have a Angry Orchard hard cider easy
Sounds
apple
like you have a
that
fruit salad back there.
I do. I'm drinking my dinner in
Fruit
fruit
salad.
version. Yes.
Yummy, yummy.
So we're going to get off the fruits for a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to go with flowers.
Okay.
The hibiscus wit.
And you have to explain the art.
So
Because you knew about this and I didn't, but I was super intrigued when you told me about it.
the reason why I chose this beer is A, it's local,
Okay.
Second Shift Brewery,
Okay.
and B, the artwork from this actually comes from an artist out of Washington, Missouri.
Okay.
He's a tattoo artist
Yep.
at the Washington Tattoo Collective.
Sure.
His name is Kyle Scarborough.
Okay.
Shout
Joe
out to him.
Scarborough?
Really?
Don't know.
Okay. Are they related? Because he's kind of a douche on MSNBC.
Probably not then.
Okay, good.
Who makes it?
Second Shift Brewing Company.
They're out of downtown, right?
Yeah.
It's a Belgian-style wit beer brewed with spices. But the artwork is phenomenal.
Yeah, the artwork is,
Take a look at that.
dare I say, amazing.
Dare you say amazing.
Yes.
So we saved this one for last because of the artwork for
Okay.
one. For two, it's not a fruit beer. It's not a
Nope.
fruit forward beer. It's actually hibiscus.
What exactly is a hibiscus?
A hibiscus is a plant or a flower.
Okay. Is that the thing we had in front of the garage that died?
No.
Free.
Oh, never mind.
I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, that's what I smell. That smells amazing.
Oh, I apologize. I
No,
didn't
you're all right.
get
You're
us
good.
cups.
You're good. So I guess
That didn't really work. That just rolled a circle around the table.
they rolled.
That was
I want to make a
unbelievable.
note that this beer is
I'm just going to go
pink.
ahead and leave that down there. I don't want that much, but...
This beer is pink.
Well, the hibiscus is pink. Come on.
Yeah,
It's from the flowers.
That is really pink, though.
that is really pink.
Yeah.
So
Thanks, Ben.
The thing that you found intriguing, and I guess that you think Drew is going to find intriguing about this,
Well, I don't find it intriguing. I find it hilarious.
the last line of the hibiscus wit, I'm sorry, describing is a tart and refreshing beverage with a hint of fart.
I can't wait to taste the fart. I'm really excited.
I'm a little concerned about that. I'm not going to lie.
Well, it depends on whose fart it is.
I don't find anything intriguing
Anything.
about farts.
Ever?
Not when I'm going to eat it or drink it.
Well, besides that, do you find farts funny?
I am male. Every male finds farts funny.
What about like a super bad odorific fart? Do you
All right,
find
let's
that funny?
we're off track now. Let's get back into this.
No, we need to find out how manly you are. Like, you find farts funny.
Right,
Not that funny.
but not that funny.
Because I got to tell you, I think they're hilarious.
Yeah. Let's give this a shot.
Why are we derailing with the fart talk?
I have no idea. Hibiscus wit. Here we go.
Wow.
Very flowery. But
That
good.
is really good.
But good, yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Can you taste the fart?
Yes. It's more of a broccoli oniony scent.
I don't know.
You're disgusting.
Yes. However, it does have a lot
Have
of
you ever
flowery
smelled
notes.
rotten broccoli before?
All right,
Yep.
quit derailing.
I live
No.
with you.
No,
So,
the
yeah.
hibiscus is off. Like, for real, it doesn't taste like that. It is
No,
really good.
It is really good.
Yeah,
It's got
that's
a lot of
impressive.
good flowery notes to it. It's fantastic.
Yep. Very good.
I wish that our local supermarket
Yep.
would start carrying varieties
Call them out.
like this.
Tell
No,
B&H to
not
get off
gonna-
their ass.
I'm not going to call them out.
Why not? I just did.
I know you did, and I'm going to ignore that. I'm not going to call them out, but I wish they would carry varieties like this.
So-
Instead of the normals, they have the multi-mix six-pack, right? But
So-
they have the multi-mix six-pack with stuff that they carry inside of their
Well, hold on.
case. I want stuff like this. Let's
I
get
agree.
stuff like this, right?
So I'm not calling B&H out, right? I'm just saying in general, like, I think we're about enhancing people's businesses
Right.
also, right? And if they carry this kind of stuff, that would enhance their business. It's not about saying that they're not doing the right thing. Maybe they don't know.
That is true. And who's
And
to
you-
say
you
it
got-
would sell? Who's to say it would sell other than to us?
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
You know,
So-
so we don't know that.
Okay.
But
Very cool.
I would like that kind of variety
Yes,
there.
I would agree. All right.
Well, let's wrap it up. Let's talk about a few things before we wrap. Next week, we are going to do the tool demonstration.
We are.
Right?
Tool demonstration.
Rick Presley was very interested in the tool that we talked about, the multi-head tool. So I'm actually going to go out. I'm going to buy 2 different varieties of that.
Yep.
Just to check it out, see what it's all about.
Yep.
I kind of skeptical about it.
I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
We'll have like a board, a piece of wood. We'll do a lot of ratcheting. It's going to be awesome. We also need your comments. We need your suggestions. We need people to tell us what's going on. The Dad Bod Podcast in audio, video, the whole 9 yards.
So, is EMT going to be on site?
Is what?
They're wondering if... So our wives are wondering if we're going to have paramedics on site.
No.
All right, my co-host just left me. However... Co-host just left me midstream.
I'm sorry, Ben. Sometimes he does that. I'm still here.
That's all right. Thank you, Amanda, for staying with me. Co-host just left me, but next week we're going to do the tool demonstration. We're also going to wrap up about the car show is going on this week in town. If you are bringing your car in town to Pacific, we would love to see you. We'd love to hear from you. Please stop by. I will be at the bags tournament for the JCs. Stop by, talk to me, give me some ideas, advice, what you'd like to hear, what you'd like to see. Some of the things that we talked about were having a demonstration on different sunscreens for kids.
Yes.
But that's going to be a little too late. So... Andy does still need a partner for the bags tournament. Welcome back, Andy.
Hey, everybody. I'm an older gentleman, so
prostate pushes on the bladder some. Or
I didn't
what?
say that. We drank a lot of shit.
It's rough when you can't go an hour without using the restroom.
Well, I drank 13 beers.
Like sips. Come on, guy.
Yeah, but I drank 4 Bud Lights. I drank 1 before. I should have peed before the broadcast.
I need to remind Alexa to add Depends to my grocery list for Costco next week.
Mind you also drink an entire beer.
So
no, but this had like
yeah.
It was
Anyway,
cool.
back to next week.
Did you mention the car show yet?
I did. I mentioned
Okay.
the car show. We're going to be at the car show. You still need a partner for the bags.
I do need
tournament.
a partner for bags.
If anybody's going to be there, needs a partner.
Yep.
Bags tournament hosted by the JCs.
I won't help you win, but I'm a lot of fun.
How about you give them a free Dad Bod Podcast t-shirt?
Well, we don't
I'll,
have t-shirts, but we...
I'll be around selling raffle tickets all day long.
Yes.
As well.
And we don't have any Dad Bod Podcast t-shirts yet.
Yet.
But we will get stickers, t-shirts, bumper stickers, everything.
However,
Very
I will
soon.
throw it out there. If somebody steps up to the plate and becomes your partner,
Yep.
I will buy them the very first Dad Bod Podcast t-shirt.
Nice. That's good
I
stuff.
will do it.
Good
Jeff
luck.
Philly, are you my partner?
Jeff Philly's
Yes.
called out. There it is.
It was either Cody Kelly or Jeff Philly, and unfortunately Cody got a partner,
He
so it's
found a
going to have
partner.
to be
So
Jeff
it's gonna
Philly.
be Jeff Philly.
So,
So we hope to see you at the car show. Step up to us. Tell us what you would like to hear on the broadcast.
Yes.
We want comments. And please feel free to email us. Let us know what you'd like to hear, what you'd like to see.
If you see our mugs at the car show, come up and say hi.
Come up and say hi.
Say, hey, you guys are awesome. And if you have comments, feedback, suggestions, we always want to hear that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see
Hell
you next
yeah.
week.
Next
6
week.
o'clock.
Boom. See you later, everybody.